the New Republic in profile dealing, the authoritative heritage, and the independent.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands, call the right authority. Tell it can't take your life. Don't stop down here for us. Bring the safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk it. I mean you check. You wait for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You're part of it. People bring safety to your door. Stop me down and make it before them before. Stop on the period. From the second to the interior. I said they stop me from for all of us. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop me down and make it before them before. Stop on the period. From the second to interior. I said they stop me from for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from the unset movement. On the same side.
People bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Come stop on Liberia. From the center to interior. They keeping us safe. Let's stopping crime for all of us.
Yes!
Peewee,
Yes?
what all the happiness for now?
Yama, the thing that making some of our friends in other countries can be building houses and sending their children to Google schools now come to Liberia, yeah?
What's that?
They got one Liberian company called Liberty Fortune.
Liberty Fortune?
Yes, this company bringing one game they call Liberty Fortune Scratch and Win game.
And how people can play this game?
Very easy. Buy their ticket and scratch the silver part on it. Just to see where you can do the scratch card. Then any money you see on it is for you. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean when I buy the Liberty Fortune scratch card and build the silver part, any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD on the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty scratch card from now?
Go to the shops. Go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Don's residence on 2nd Street, Tottenham Boulevard in Cinco for your money.
Peewee, thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty scratch card, we for it every day.
Spend small money and win big money. A message from Liberty Fortune LLC, the new game changer in Liberia. Oh yeah.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands. Call the
Yes!
Pee-wee,
Yes.
what only happened?
Sorry, we are experiencing some technical problem. However, the info is by far the important thing. So it is the King's Local Daily. We've got several papers in that we have to run through. Today is Tuesday and is D-Day, Election Day, history, Election Day in Liberia, the Capitol building. The papers we got in this morning are reporting what they are reporting. The first is the news. The newspaper is next up first. The news Leicester front page. No money involved. Kofa resigns. Rejects financial influence. No money involved. Kofa resigns. Rejects financial influence. The lead story of the newspaper. Footnote: Orange, Liberia. Inaugurate Icon 16 building. The back page of the paper. Gonglo frowns at tribal politics in Nimba. Says it threatens unity, progress. SOS will wrongfully dismissed Augustine Aliu. National Labor Court rules. Liberia among top countries at GISEC. Judge questions judicial actors over their handling of justice. And the last story, which is the footnote on the back page of the news, the nation's news since 1989. LACC conducts market anti-corruption awareness. The head of that institution, Alexandra Zoe, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, and her staff are all on the back page of the newspaper, which is out this morning for only 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy of the paper. Next up is the hot pepper, always reporting it hot. Here is the top story, front page of the hot pepper newspaper. Moon's ability to become Liberia's next speaker. Moon's ability to become Liberia's next speaker. The question the paper is asking: Moon's ability to become Liberia's next speaker, and he's on the front page. The election is taking place in a couple of minutes. We will know the new Speaker of the House of Representatives, Richard Cohn, who pretended impose himself as the Speaker, fake the speakership, is now one of those contesting. How can the Speaker contest the election for Speaker? So you see, the first time in the history of Liberia, a sitting speaker, will contest election to become Speaker. Why have you seen that before in the world, that the Speaker will contest election to become Speaker when he's already Speaker? So by logical reasoning, he wasn't the Speaker. He was an impostor. Now he's contesting. And there is every likelihood that he will win because Musa Belete is losing ground gradually. 6 of his Nima County lawmakers, they refuse to vote for him. They've gone behind Richie Combs. They said no tribal politics, dollar politics is the order of the day. Can you imagine that's liberal politics? The guy said no tribal politics, but dollar politics, meaning Richie Combs is the government back candidate, and the government has all of the money. They, as representatives, they need money. They need projects to be undertaken in their district. So they prefer to support Richard Combs to become speaker. They will have their projects on the way because everything is coordinated from the executive, by the executive, or the executive, even though they are the first branch of government, but they lost their essence. So they prefer to vote Richard Combs against Musa Belete. The paper, Hot Pepper, I told you, they're always reporting a hot. Musa Belete becomes Liberia's next speaker. A space for innovation and people. Orange, Liberia offers a sneak peek into Orange Icon 16 headquarters ahead of unveiling ceremony. The back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. President Bouaka declares Wednesday, May 14, National Unification Day. So it means it is another holiday. It will be observed as national holiday. Wednesday, tomorrow, May 14, national holiday. The president has by proclamation announced that tomorrow, May 14, is national holiday. National holiday, sabbatical. Everybody stays home. So you ain't get it. The woman then are on your market table. Other places, yeah, tomorrow the holiday. Tomorrow not working day, the holiday. They say National Unification Day. The news from the news store, the Inquirer newspaper, lead story. Will government notify majority gavel decisions? Will government nullify majority gavel decision as Combs others contend for speakership today? That's the lead story, sub-lead of the Inquirer. Orange extends digital transformation in Liberia, launches US 10 million iconic headquarters on Thursday. That's this week after the holiday. The back page of the news, that's the Inquirer. Man dies in gold mine accident in Maryland. Man dies in gold mine accident in Maryland. Minister Yanti employs stringent security measures or reforms at Passport Division. That's the Foreign Affairs Minister Sarah Beslow Yanti. The Inquirer newspaper is out today for $40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy, just $40 Liberian dollars. No more, no less. 40. Next up on King's Local Daily, on King's 88.5, your radio vendor, the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Lead story, front page. Bouaka's new war. Chosen speaker candidate, Richard Combs, faces challenging path to secure role legitimately. Did you get the lead story of the Oracle News Daily? Bouaka's new war. Chosen speaker candidate Richard Combs faces challenging path to secure role legitimately. What that means is, since you're trying hard to wrap your head around this unique headline by the Oracle News Daily, Bouaka's new war. Chosen speaker candidate Richard Combs faces challenging path to secure role legitimately. What the paper headline is simply saying that this is a new war. That new war now, Bouaka candidate, Unity Party candidate, Richard Coon, is facing the challenge to legitimize, or that he will be seen now as the real speaker, meaning all the time he been calling himself speaker, and Joseph Boakai call him speaker, and all Unity Party officials call him speaker. They find way to carry him out of the country. They force other countries to recognize him as speaker. That now that they're trying to make it the real way, or to do it the real way. That's the new war there now. That's what the paper means by the headline. Boakai's new war. Chosen speaker, candidate Richard Coon, faces challenging path to secure role legitimately. And the only thing that will save him, had Thomas Fowler just announced his intent to contest the speakership, Richard Coon is off. The only thing that has kept Richard Coon in the race, and he might likely win it, because almost all of the odds politically and legislatively are against Musa Bility. So he's seen as the favorite. But what saved him to put him in this position? Because the politics is the influence the deputy speaker, who had earlier wanted to contest, to suppress his quest to contest, because that would have made it difficult for Richard Coon. So the influence, the speaker told him not to announce anything, so that it would be easy for Richard Coon to go through. The back page of the Oracle News Daily: Democracy in peril. Isaac Jackson mobilizes for July 17 protest. Democracy in peril. Isaac Jackson mobilizes for July 17 protest. He's Liberian lawyer who is based in the United States and is now the chief spokesperson of the July 17 protest. ArcelorMittal Liberia, a 20-year-old journey of building, progress, and promise. The Oracle News Daily, it's out today for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy? Where do we go next as we wind down gradually on King's Local Daily on King's 88.5, your radio vendor, this 13th day of May 2025, Election Day at the Capitol Building, and tomorrow, National Holiday, May 14, Unification Day, declared by Joseph Yema Boakai. The In Profile Daily is next up. Lee Story, Orange inaugurates iconic 16, outlines achievements. Other stories, the front page: Kofi resigns, demands new speaker election, mining concessionaires fight, chasing dollar, sign HPS. The back page looks like this: racist attempt to prevent truth reporting. Gould warns journalists. Palm City community feels rejected. High-grade marijuana confiscated in Greenville. Suspect jailed. The In Profile Daily newspaper is out today for 40 Liberian dollars. Like the other papers, very reasonable amount. You want to get a copy, I recommend that you do from any one of the vendors close. If you are unable, as per your location, very remote, and then we have done it for you. You need not worry. You have an understanding of these papers because your radio vendor brings it right before you. Next up is the New Republic newspaper. The New Republic. Lead story: Au revoir, Kofa. That's the lead story of the paper. Au revoir, Kofa. I fought a good fight. Yeah. The paper is saying that Kofa has bid farewell to the office of Speaker, that he fought a good fight amidst the harassment, intimidation, threat, accusation, suffocation, molestation. He survived all, just as Paul did. And so he wrote, I have fought a good fight. Now the battle is on for the next speaker. House of Representatives acknowledge Kofa's resignation. Commits to election today, Tuesday. Stop embalmment activities on Noah's body. The back page of the New Republic. Former Solicitor General ticketed for driving vehicle with expired documents. Describes police as hungry officers. He's the former Solicitor General, Sema Serenius Cephas. Drivers on strike. Another back lead story. Drivers on strike for police harassment, imposition of excessive tariff fines. The in profile, not the in profile, but New Republic is out. For how many dollars today? $50. 50. You want to get a copy, please get a copy from any one of the vendors. It's just 50, so that you have a detailed understanding of those intriguing stories. Where do we go next? The Authoritative Heritage newspaper. Lead story, front page. President Boakai orders mandatory national ID for all. No ID, no service. Revelation chapter 13. No ID, no service. No ID, nobody interacts with you. You can't enter any store to buy. You can't enter any car. You can't do anything. A preview of what it is going to be in the tribulation period. The Bible is right. What you're seeing today is what you will see tomorrow. President Boakai orders mandatory national ID for all. No ID, no service. The sub-lead story, front page, still. New speaker must be elected. No negotiation with the law, says Kofa. He's on the front page alongside the man who faked the speakership, who lied that he was a speaker, who purported as the speaker, is now contesting to be speaker, Richard Nangbe Kong. No reason why the people never respect Liberia outside. They see this country as a fun fairground, a place of turning children. The back page. This is beyond tradition. We need law to intervene, as Internal Affairs Minister Chase Obama. New speaker election set for today as Kun resigns. No. Kun did not resign. No. I take exception with this one. Sorry, I should opinionate on this one because it's misleading. Not only the paper, I've heard a couple of people say that Richard Kun resigned to contest. How can the speaker resign? How can you have a position and then an election is up for that same position and you resign? Richard Kun did not resign. Come on, let's start this kind of thing. We have a fragile society. Let's educate people. To whom Richard Kun resigned? To whom did he send his letter? The speaker resigned and sent it to the chief clerk. The chief clerk read it. The speaker letter is in the public. What communication? What is about it? Hey, man, we know, man. Let's stop these things. We know. Even Richard Kun becomes speaker. Yeah, we know y'all go your ear late in there. But your integrity is at stake. You educate the people. Tell the people. We can stand. We're in opposition, but we can stand in front of Richard Kun, and Richard Kun will respect us. Richard Kun will say, yes, Kings FM, we respect you, even though you're arrogant, but you never sold your integrity. You spoke the truth. It is your profession. Tell the people, Richard Kun did not resign. The same way I told you often, we never had two speakers. We had only one speaker, and that speaker resigned. Richard Kun did not resign. Your speaker, then how you resign? Richard Kun lied that he was speaker. With the help of his colleagues and Joseph Yeman Boakai, he went all around. Now you know what's going to happen? Those places, he went to Morocco, faking as speaker. He went to Ghana, and the Ghanaian speaker was pressured into recognizing him as speaker when he wasn't speaker. And several places, which is criminal, which is stealing, which is it is worth prosecuting. And listen, Richard Kun can be elected today. He will stay there for whatever year, except he dies. But once he's alive, Unity Party government is off. The next government comes in, they will prosecute Richard Kun. Richard Kun will first be expelled, they will prosecute him. Until then, that stigma will be on Richard Kun. Even if he's elected speaker, people will call him speaker. We will call Richard Kun speaker. But guess what? That stigma will be on him all through. So let's read the last paper and then we are out of here. It is the authoritative, no, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. The Independent. Lead story, front page. Drivers protest against police as thousands stranded. They are on scores of marketers and drivers that complain of police harassment, extortion, intimidation, false imprisonment to take money from them. Together with the police chief, Gregory Coleman, on the front page of the So let's go. Silent killer in graduation gown. Ex-Auditor General John Mollu describes credential fraud. The man who operated as medical doctor for several years, Matthew Peters or Peter George, whichever way, several years, and it is alleged that he extracted parts and killed several persons. He's in Unity Party government, and the government has no time for him. But if it was a sedition, by now the police will have opened a case. But since he has tie with the ruling establishment, he's been left to go his way to do whatever he wants to do. At the back page, Sonian inspires youth with message of character, integrity, and influence. Agriculture, food security project gets boots as Liberia, World Bank launch hatchery. MOT, that's the Ministry of Transport, to launch traffic count initiative. And that will be doing it for the Independent, Liberia's most investigative newspaper. And that's how we go home. Yes, that's how we go home. We're back on to... No, the paper won't be on tomorrow. Tomorrow is holiday. Boakai said tomorrow is holiday. May 14th, Unification Day, another holiday. So the paper won't be on tomorrow. The papers, the newsstands will go on break tomorrow. There wouldn't be any papers out tomorrow. But the radio station, Kings 88.5, will be on as always. So we'll be here. But coming up at 1 is King's Newsroom. And then at 3, Real Talk, which will take us up to 6 o'clock for the news. And then at 8, Face the Issues with A.B. Wayan at 8. That's it. That's how it looks like for today. Thank you ever so much for being with us. Sorry we can't get our team.